Hello, viewers. Happy Sunday and good afternoon. My name is Emedike Mary Jane, and on today's episode of Ascension TV, I'll be introducing us to a very interesting topic: balancing social and spiritual life. In this topic, you'll be able to know if truly you can really balance your social and spiritual life. Let me tell us what social life is all about. It is that life you live enjoying with friends and family. And then spirituality, on its other hand, is the restoration of healing of the body and mind and your relationship with God, that is with God and humanity. So please join me while I welcome my guests to put in more light on this topic. Stay tuned and don't go anywhere. Welcome back. With me are here my guest speakers for today, Dr. Stephanie and Mr. Eze. But really, viewers, I'd like to ask, are there benefits in balancing both social and spiritual life? Please hear our speaker out.
I want to make it clear that social life is an asset. In fact, some will call it social capital, some will say social support network. If you don't have social life, it's going to affect your mental well-being as a person. And even in gerontology, by the time you age and you've not been able to create the network of friends, families, even colleagues from work, you will end up realizing that you will be alone. And being alone and being withdrawn is one symptom of having depression. So it is essential for you to create a network of friends, visit friends, talk to them, marry with them, go to their parties, enjoy yourself. But what is key in all this enjoyment is always bringing the element of God factor. You can be in the midst of your friend and share a Bible verse. You can be in the midst of a friend and share a Bible quotation. You can even start in the name of the Father. If there's time of Angelus, you can lead the Angelus. All those things, they are part of sociality, social life. And if you don't have the two balanced, then you have what is called cognitive dissonance. That is to say, you have a set of behavior that is contradicting your belief. You are a Christian, you believe you are a Christian, and in your going out, social life, marrying and enjoy, you are not able to put in use that your belief in your behavior. If you are not able to do that, then you have dissonance. You'll be affected. Sometimes you will see that you are having anxiety. Sometimes you'll be fed up, you're frustrated. All these things can be used to explain why you see people who are Christians, when they are not able to infuse the two, they are withdrawn. And the next thing is, I'm tired of life. Dear friends, don't be tired of life. It's a core mandate for you to balance it, because your mental health will equally be balanced. Thank you.
Well, I can say lack of social life is one other aspect why people go into depression. Viewers, you've heard. So let's hear more from Doctor.
All right. Mr. Ezra said a lot about the impact of our social life on our mental health. And I would just like to add that if you have a good social life, it helps you to share knowledge. It also helps you to acquire social skills, and it also helps to reduce anxiety levels. So you have a good support system, especially when you are aging and in trying moments. Let's not forget that Jesus also dined with the sinners. He was always eating and drinking, and in the part of the Bible they said this one looks like a glutton. So if Jesus could actually party and marry, how much more us humans? We need our brothers and sisters, not just those in church, but those in other aspects of our lives. We need to bond with them, we need to interact with them, and we need to carry them along in our spirituality, and that will make us a complete human. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Before we come to the end of today's episode, I'd like to ask Doctor again, what is your general advice to the youths? Basically, what is your general advice to the youths on this topic?
All right. My general advice is set goals, set your priority, and make sure that you have time for everything. Have a working timetable in your head. Okay, well, this is time for God, this is time for mass, I must go for mass. This is time for my family. I must call them. I must visit them. This is time for me to rest. I want to rest. This is time for me to no. Funny enough, these days everybody spends even at mass. People are still on TikTok and Instagram. People are still pressing their phones. It is so bad. So you need to strike the balance. This is time for God. You switch off your phone, you keep your phone in your car, and you come and spend time with God. After God, you can come to your car and check up on your messages. So my advice is this: balancing the social life and spiritual life is possible because it makes you a whole human being. You're not skewed to one side. It makes you a total package that is firebrand for God and able to impact in your society, impact in your family, impact in everyone that comes in contact with you. Thank you.
Please, Mr. Eze, please give the youth a general advice.
My advice is basically number one: do not try to tell yourself that I have social life different, I have spiritual life different. Infusion is the key. And in Catholic Church, we will say, Jesus, I love you. All I have is yours. Yours I am, yours I want to be. Do it whatever you will. And that, going by that, it's simply an explanation of our total being. Social life is in spirituality. Spirituality is in social life. And I will give you a quick example. Birthday party, we have birthday party as Christians. We have clubs even in the house of God these days, whereby you have people who belongs to one football club, who belongs to one society and other. Most importantly is, what do you do there? You can bring your spirituality into that factor. Doctor mentioned that people do TikTok and everything. TikTok is a social platform where you can spread spirituality. Dear friends, dear youth, don't try to differentiate the two. They are all one, and live in them as one. Thank you.
I don't know. In fact, I don't know what else to say, but I can really tell you I've learned a lot. Even in church, you can have social life. It is not only when you go to the club or when you go to bar house and all that. There are a lot of societies in church that engage in social activities. Talk of likes of Sion and all that. That is Catholic youth organization. So why not make use of these societies in church so that you'll be able to build up and balance both your social and spiritual life. Dear viewers, you have heard it, and I pray that the good Lord will continue to enrich us both socially and spiritually, in fact financially. Stay tuned for the next episode of Ascension TV. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Stay back and listen. Say that part. Stay back and
You're not saying anything.
They just check.
No way.